Democrats said that this was a referendum on Trump, President Trump doesn't think it's a referendum on him. He said, hey, I wasn't on the ballot. This was about the shutdown. People were blaming Republicans. I mean, what do you think it was? And then how do Republicans course correct in the next year?
Well, yeah, well, Donald Trump was on the ballot. Yes, his name was not on the ballot, but believe me, these people were coming out voting on him. It was, in fact, a referendum on Donald Trump's stewardship of the economy and his conduct in office, more than anything else. I mean, we can, try to dance around that issue, but Democratic voters were motivated, they were energized, and they were angry, and they turned out. And that, how else does one explain, why various incumbent Republicans in many counties in Pennsylvania, and I'll say some of these swing counties, lost their elections? They lost by big margins. Not because they did anything wrong. They weren't necessarily real MAGA people in many cases, just normal Republicans. And they lost. How do we explain it? How do we explain the loss of those Georgia, I think, utility commissioner seats? That I don't think they've ever lost them, or at least not in modern times. How did they lose them? I mean, it was clearly a national, there was some kind of a national energy or movement that Democrats were just simply voting against Republicans to punish them because of Donald Trump. I mean, I don't know if there's any other explanation, but that's it.
Do you think then, because I know you're not a MAGA Republican, do you think then that that's enough for the party to move on from MAGA, or are we not even close to that?
Well, we've seen this before. Remember, in the 2017 election, after Donald Trump was elected, Republicans also had a bad night. Not as bad as last Tuesday, but it was still a pretty bad night. And Republicans had really, frankly, bad years each year that Trump was not on the ballot. In 17, a bad night. 2018, lost the House majority, and then in 2020, we lost the Senate. Trump was on the ballot, although other Republicans did reasonably better, frankly. It could have been worse. But in 2022, Republicans lost the House, and 2023, again, not a great year either. So I just think that right now, I think when Trump's not on the ballot, Republicans tend not to do very well in their elections. Trump does bring out a lot of voters. That is true. He certainly did in 2024 and surprised a lot of people. 2020, he brought out a lot of people as well, but not enough, and lost. And certainly in 2016 he did. But in all these other election years, Republicans have really struggled.